This is going to be a little video here on how to hone these aluminum cylinders, not with a stone. Now, this is like a 1999 Tecumseh here that this mower was barely used, but it looked like it ingested a rock or something, and it smoked like crazy. So this is just a demonstration block here. But as you can see, down at the bottom here, there is cross hatching in the bore, and up here where the rings don't ride, there's cross hatching in the bore. Still a bunch over here. And there's a lot of like misconception going on the internet for years that Briggs&stratton never honed their aluminum cylinders from the factory. Well, I've had a few of them apart that I know the history of from brand new, and I'm the only one that's ever been in them, and they had cross hatching in the bore just like this, and so does this new old stock aluminum bore short block sitting in the corner of the building over there, which I'll dig out here in a bit. However, when you go to rebuild these, using a stone hone or a ball hone really negatively affects them. It embeds, there's a really good chance you'll embed grit into the cylinder that you can't get out with a nylon brush or any amount of cleaning, and then it just starts becoming its own like lapping compound when it starts running. So what I've done here in the past is I've used these are from the Dollar Tree. They're just Scotch-Brite pads. You can use a big legitimate Scotch-Brite pad or whatever, but I've got just one of these nylon bristle brushes for cleaning out bores, like lifter galley bores and stuff on engines. And I've just got like a sock wrapped around it to take up some space, and several of these. So they fit in here snug, and this does a really good job of reconditioning these cylinder walls without taking a lot of material out or embedding any grit in the cylinders. My Toro lawnmower with a 3.5 horse Briggs, I did this back in like 2018, and I used a Stins chrome ring kit, and it's been used quite a bit since then, and it's still running like a champ and doesn't smoke at all. So let's see if I can one hand this here and get it in. I've just got the zip tie on to hold it together. Might have to pause this here real quick. Alright, I had to switch to this other one that's a lot stiffer, and it grabbed the bristles a lot better. So this bore is still damaged, but as you can see here, it did give it a nice fine crosshatch, and it took the glaze off. And that's what I've been doing with these aluminum bores, and it's been working fantastic. That's all they need. You don't need to take any material out of them to make them any worse than they are. You just need to give them a fresh crosshatch to hold oil and promote ring rotation, and give the rings a fresh little surface to seat to. And I didn't even use any lubricant on it, just dry. You can use WD-40 or diesel fuel or whatever if you want, doesn't really matter. Just figured I'd make a little video about this because there's not a whole lot on there about it. Now here's this 1970s 3.5 horse Briggs short block that I bought. Still all sealed up in its package years ago off eBay. Aluminum bore here. What is that? Cross hatching all the way around. And my dad's push mower that is sitting over there on the lawn chief body, the engine. I took it apart after the original body bit the dust in 2008 or 9, and guess what? It still had the factory cross hatching with no ring ridge because it always had clean oil in it and a good air filter. So I don't know what these people are talking about. Briggs never honed their aluminum bores back in the day, but here you go. Had many of them apart.